I'm gonna start this video by being honest. If you're watching this type of content, you probably know there's a million ways to make money in 2024. You could do drop shipping, you could do TikTok shop, you can make money as a creator, you can make money with a social media marketing agency, you can make money doing Amazon FBA, and the hard truth is they all work. Every single thing I just listed makes millionaires every single year, but you can't be successful in any of those if you haven't mastered these 7 skills that I'm gonna tell you about today. These are the skills that I personally use to go from $0 to $200,000 a month as a content creator and manager in the last 2 years. But these are applicable to any single industry, and the best part is, once you have these skills, the business doesn't matter. Things will come naturally to you. I'm starting with networking because that was actually one of my pain points early on in my career, especially with social media, just trying to become a creator myself. I was terrified to reach out and do collaborations or ask people for advice. And honestly, I just saw everyone else who did the same thing as me as competition. I was just like, fuck these guys, he's my mortal enemy. They're making the same videos as me. I'll never talk to them. I'm just gonna destroy them and shit on them and be better than them. Which that was still the goal, to be better than everyone else, right? Sometimes people know things that you don't. And sometimes those people are below you or above you. You could talk to somebody who's a tiny creator. In my instance, I could talk to somebody who has 1,000 subscribers, but maybe they know something crazy about business and branding because they've had past experience with e-commerce. And I can't even say the amount of times that situation has actually arose in my personal life, just meeting people. Because online business is such a big topic now, there's so many ways to meet people doing the same thing, especially if you want to do what I do and become a social media content creator. I know I keep mentioning that, but that's just my area of expertise, so that's how I can say it best, because I was able to just find people who make similar content as me and then reach out to them, send them DMs, no matter who it was. The most random people, I would send them DMs, just ask them questions. If you don't know something, just ask somebody else. And if they don't know, they'll probably pass your question on, because people, for some reason, just want to help, just like me. It's always just been in my nature. If somebody asks me a question or if somebody's doing something wrong, I just want to help them. I want to be like, listen, bro, you can just change this one thing and make it better. So who knows, that DM or that cold email or that phone call or just going up to somebody in person can go a long way. The first person who ever showed me a YouTube dashboard with $100,000 per month and showed me that this life was possible, I met at a gas station because he had a nice car. Actually, an Audi R8. This exact car behind me. Into the second thing, the term mindset is horribly broad, and I know that sounds almost cringe when people start talking about mindset. What it really is intention. You need to be intentional about what you're doing and why you're doing it, and this fucked me up so bad. The amount of times I made a video because I saw somebody else do it, or I thought it was a good video idea, or personally I tried to drop ship a product because I personally liked it. You have to take a step back. What's your intention? If your intention is to make money, then you do the path that makes the most money. No emotions, no personal opinions, just logic and data. If I want to make a video to sell a product, that video has to have a CTA at the end, because when I'm making the video, it's going to be intentional. That video should intentionally show off the product in a good way. I'm not going to make a video where I destroy the product and make it look bad and then don't tell people to buy it at the end. And that's a very broad example, but at the same time, if you're making a YouTube video and you want to get more subscribers, do you want to get the most views, do you want to sell a product through it? A lot of people try to mangle this all together last minute, and they don't actually think about this before executing the concept, the video, the business, and then it makes you just kind of fall blindly until you realize, holy shit, maybe I could have been doing this more straightforward. Because a lot of people also try to hang on to 2 things at once. They want, oh, you know, I want to make an ad for this product, I want to sell a product, but it's going to make the video bad, or it's going to be too salesy. If you're selling a product, the video should be fucking salesy. If you're on a fucking sales call, you don't feel bad for selling somebody a product. If you're trying to sell, you fucking sell. It doesn't matter. And that goes the same for digital products or a CTA or a digital asset like gaining a subscriber. You say blatantly in the video, subscribe or I won't continue the video. You subscribe or get this. You do it straight up. If that's your goal, go all the way into it. Be intentional with the business. If you want to make money, be intentional about making money. If you want to make subscribers, grow to a massive fan base, and then drop a product, stay intentional to your original timeline. Do not deviate. The path can change. Shit happens. You got to put out some fires along the way. You could get your account banned. You get your TikTok shop seller account banned. You get Facebook ad accounts banned. One platform might start performing than another. One ad creative might start performing better than another. A video concept that you hated making might do better than another. But the goal should never fucking change, because that's your intention. And once you focus on that intention and it's there as the light at the end of the fucking tunnel, you just do whatever it takes to get there. no matter how long. Because I promise you, if you, but my friend said this makes money, so I'm gonna try this for 10 seconds, and this guy makes more money and he just gave me advice, so I'm gonna do his business model. If you get 1 month into doing 10 business models, guess what? It's almost been a fucking year and you haven't done shit. If you would have just stuck to one business model for the entire year, you would be making money by now, and I could fucking promise you that. Which coincidentally, we just overlapped into the third thing, which is sales and negotiation. Listen, I am an influencer. I make money online. I didn't know getting into this that the first big amount of money I ever made online was through TikTok brand deals. And not only was I a content creator, I was writing scripts every day, I was executing these videos every day, I was editing these videos myself every day, and then when it got dark, I was going on Instagram, DMing 100 brands per day, literally a sales pitch to get them to do a brand deal with me, and I was closing sales. I didn't even realize it, but that's just to give you insight on everything you do is selling. If you're just doing content to get views and subscribers, you're selling your own channel and your likeness as a digital product. If you are consciously trying to convert people to an offer like a Patreon course, then that's your intention, as I just mentioned last time, and you have to sell that shit through content, through paid ads. Everything is sales. Not to mention, if you're doing something where you're actually selling a physical product, then it's honestly a no-brainer. So you have to learn the psychology of sales, no matter what you're doing. Even if you're just trying to get somebody to do a collab video with you, even if you just want to take a meeting with somebody who's in a higher position than you, you have to sell yourself. You are the product. You have to add perceived value. You have to know how to speak somebody so psychologically they're inclined to listen to what you're saying. Even if you have to embellish yourself a little bit, it's what everyone does. It's how you sell a product. If you want to provide value in one way or another, if somebody's all the way up here, you have to give them something. You could either sell them a dream just to get yourself in the room, but you're selling, you're negotiating, you're closing a deal every step of the way. Next is stress tolerance. Remember how I said briefly, I was talking about putting out fires? That's just a metaphor, but that's literally what it feels like when shit goes wrong. I assume most people here are interested in digital business, and that's what I do. That's what dropshipping, Amazon, being an influencer, everything, that all of this is under the umbrella of online business, and shit happens because, may I remind you, you are at the mercy of another platform. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok can change something in one day, one snap of the finger, and your entire business can fundamentally change. And that's been happening to me for 4 years now. TikTok has an algorithm change, boom, my entire source of income, my 1 million follower TikTok account is gone. What? Things can change, and you have to be able to fix that. You can't be, victim mentality. Oh my God, fuck, oh my God, Instagram changed something, but my video's not as bad as theirs, or he's doing the same video and mine got deleted, so it's just not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. You're just using somebody else's business to propel yours. Let's just get yourself in check here. You're not in charge. You're the boss of your own company, but as long as you're using somebody else's company, you better build a strategy to find out your way around it, or at least have a fail-safe. Have some checks and balances. Don't keep your eggs in one basket, because this shit can go away in a second. Instagram account banned, Facebook ad account banned, TikTok shop seller permissions banned. Like, everything can go away in a second. So have multiple accounts, start multiple pages, make multiple ad accounts, have fail safes in place and checks and balances to where you don't have all your eggs in one basket. Not business wise, focus on one business, do one thing at a time. But if you're promoting a product, run ads on 2 different platforms. If you're making content, have a backup account. Just have things in place, because you should know shit will go wrong. Because when your main income source goes boom, disappears, flashed in front of your eye, you have to sit down and be like, okay, throughout the process of building that business, I learned skills, I met people, I have a network to where now I can do it again. Not, oh my God, my life's over, I just lost everything. No, everything is here. Everything is you. You are not tied to an Instagram account. You are not tied to a business. You are not tied to a day's, a week, a month's, a year's revenue. You are constantly building skill set. You're building a mindset. And if you attach your sense of identity to a business, or to an amount of money, or to a specific account, you're cooked. You have to have it spread across. And if it's not spread across, you have to be ready for that day, because a bad day is coming, which is directly into number 6, adaptability, right? Like, I have been doing a business where I manage influencers. Me and my girlfriend have a company where we manage influencers below us. We've been doing that for a year. Really good style of content that was working at the beginning of the year was street interviews. We would have girls go out and film street interviews with people, minimal effort. You could work, call it 4 hours a week, 2 hours per night, Friday night, Saturday night. They would go out, film interviews. we would get every few times a week, 5-10 million view video, because we would just get some drunk person saying something funny, and then it would go viral, and then whatever the girl wants to do is working. If she does OnlyFans, then the OnlyFans goes crazy. She grows tens of thousands of followers per week just by doing this, and that made things really easy on us because we had a system down to do that format. We had our internal metrics that we wanted to hit revenue wise and follower wise that are being covered by doing that format with very little work. And then guess what? That video style stopped working, and then we had to look, okay, now I have a way different way of looking at things now, right? Because things change even faster now than they did then. But back then, shit started not working, and I look around, I go, okay, what's working? This person's doing that. Maybe let's experiment with these 3 new ideas. And then throughout the next week, we experiment with 3 new ideas. And then one of those ideas hits, so then we start doing that idea, and then that works. But now I have a constant flow of new ideas. Say I'm gonna go film today, right? I'm gonna film a video. I'm gonna do 3 things that I know work based on data on my account and other people's accounts, and I'm gonna do 3 things that are experimental that I think might work. So then I have 6 pieces of content at the end of the day. These ones are guaranteed to work. These ones are experimental. Eventually, if I keep experimenting on this side, one of these is gonna work, and then one of these is gonna fizzle out. So then boom, we have our new 3, and then we start over. It's my infinite idea hack, as you will. And you can use that for ideas for videos. You could use that as business ideas. You can use that as ad creative ideas, so on and so forth. And lastly, what I'm doing right now, marketing/content creation. In any business we've seen, every single industry has benefited somehow. I know a lawyer who gets his clients now through Instagram Reels. Making content will never hurt. Making content will always benefit you. The most popular thing right now, every kid wants to be an influencer. Everyone wants to be on the internet. So guess what? If you know what you're doing on social media as a company, or if you hire somebody like we talked about previously, hiring, if you get somebody in your team who's a killer at it, who knows what they're doing, who knows algorithms, who knows thumbnails, who knows retention, who knows how to do a good hook, who knows how to get a good piece of content made that will promote your business or promote your personal brand or whatever, you will only benefit. And the crazy part is, in this phase of the world that we're in, if your marketing outweighs your product, you can still make money. And what I mean by that is, if you make really good content, you have a really good voice, you have really good CTAs, people really believe you, you can get people's attention, people truly believe you and truly want to listen when you're talking, you can sell something that's a piece of shit. If you make a video that leads everyone to believe that you have the best product in the world and this little charger on TikTok Shop is gonna change your life, and you can freaking wheel them in, you can still make money even when the people get the product and it doesn't even work. You make enough money that enough people buy the product and all these people are mad at you, you still are profiting. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'm just using that as an example of the power of marketing. Because a lot of people these days are focusing more on marketing than the actual product, which, if you reverse engineer that, stupid, you're not gonna have any customer retention. I'm not saying to do that. I'm advising not to do that. I'm advising make sure you have a good product and make sure you have something to sell before you're selling it. But the selling is, to be honest, the most important part. So make sure, that goes along with sales experience, but content is king. And that content side of things is my specialty. So if you want to learn content from me, like how I wrote a YouTube short script that got over 100 million views, broken down live, how I find a business model just by scrolling on YouTube shorts, and then show you how a single piece of content can be repurposed across YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram as a different piece of content that can earn money and funnel to a product differently on each platform, then I have a community called Main Character Management, and the link is in the description. If you join and don't get 3 million views following our strategies within the first 45 days, you can literally have your money back. Have it back. We'll send it back to you. That's how confident I am in my systems, because everything's there. How I go viral, stay viral, and make money on social media. So make sure you subscribe to this channel because it's still pretty new, and check out maincharacter.com or click the link in the description and join.